The loudest voice in the room is usually the dumbest. What an example of this you have seen. Ever been to a family dinner? I work loss prevention. I arrested a guy once, who when he was searched by police and had his meth taken, shouted, "Give me back my crystal meth," at the top of his lungs. So probably that. Finding out everyone on the internet is suddenly an expert in the operation, design, and recovery of deep submergence vehicles has certainly been an eye-opener. You know the weirdos that show up at town hall meetings? Those voices. Edit, "Thank you for the love." Or, along similar lines. "He who laughs last laughs best." But he may get a reputation for being a little slow on the uptake. My ex-husband. We couldn't discuss anything. His answer to every problem was just to scream over me until he got his way. Jim Cramer. Every class in every public school ever. Edit, for everyone saying the teacher. Teachers speak the most, they are rarely loudest. There was a kid in school. He was a new kid in 5th grade, I was in 7th. This kid was nuts, he also was pretty overweight. He would scream at teachers and get into fights a lot. Probably I was the only one who wasn't actively bullying him. One day, towards the end of the school year, he was shouting random stuff, Marby gibberish, IDK, it was a long time ago, and running back and forth in the hall. Well, after a few minutes he ran into a pretty thin wall. He didn't get through it, but he landed inside it. He was kicked out of school that year. Skip Bayless. Right fucking here, Reddit my dude. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sophomore year, honors biology in high school. Teacher was talking about vestigial structures, or body parts that aren't as useful as they used to be due to evolution. She used male nipples as the example for humans. Note, I'm aware that male nipples are largely not considered to be vestigial, as men only lactate under very extreme conditions. Kid confidently raises his hand and goes, "No, that isn't true, because when I squeeze my nipple white stuff comes out." The silence that followed was truly something else. Congress. You'll notice that the ones who are the dumbest are the ones who are physically the loudest. It's almost as if they think being loud will make them right. When I wore a Nirvana shirt to work and this dude came up to me and said I probably didn't know any Nirvana yet, it's my favorite band. Ariel Winter being convinced Lance Armstrong was an astronaut. The most upvoted comment on Reddit is what appeals most to the average person. So less most stupid and more most colloquial. Mr. All Caps himself, Donald Trump. My adorable gremlin dog Ariel. Anti-vaxxers. We had a few die-hard crazies who gather in a park every weekend and yell utter nonsense into a microphone about the Illuminati, China, and how we are headed to becoming a police state. Keep in mind this was last year when all restrictions were being lifted. Gestures broadly at everything. The people that make their love of loud cars everyone else's problem. Gotta say it. Sayings like these deter people with valid points from speaking up, while also putting people with the confidence to actually speak up in a bad light. If you speak up, you get butted with the idiots who speak up because they don't know when to shut up. Kanye? Politicians for sure. People who align their entire personality to their political views. Whether Republican or Democrat, they are extremely annoying with the constant dumb takes. It's never a nuanced take, always black and white. Looks at Bobo and MTG. Every political Reddit thread. The amount of conjecture, erroneous information, and sophistry upvotes as the top comment asserting itself as unassailable is confounding. Every guy that's ever referred to himself as alpha. My goddamn brother-in-law. Everything Elon Musk has tweeted in the past year. all forms of social media. We are basing change in the US upon the loudest social media voices like it's a good thing. Doesn't matter the side. What matters is an idiot is amplified via social media and people who are as stupid as they will tag on and bleat until they get their way. It is a disgusting thing to watch happen, but can also be amusing given when one does do sides. One side has to always act like they have the moral high ground when they are just as freaking stupid as the side they are arguing against. ESPN pundits. Trump. The dumbest motherfucker to ever serve as president.